Welcome back to the Scuffed podcast for episode number 208. 208. That makes it exactly 4 years since we started this thing. You know, right before the pandemic started. You know, by a whole week. Right before, Rudy Gobert started touching microphones when he had COVID, because that was our second episode topic.
Yep.
Was Rudy Gobert's out here touching microphones. Oh, what a time. What a time. And, after 4 years, decided it's time to update the look a little bit. So we got a new logo. We got a new bar thing. We got same dumb co-host. How you doing, Wonder?
I'm still here.
Shots fired.
You haven't scared me off yet.
Is
Still
there?
as dumb as ever.
You'll never leave at this point. You're stuck here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Sadly.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to say sadly, damn.
Shots fired.
Well.
Don't take a shot if you can't take it in.
Yeah, yes, bro. I don't know. Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, anyway, how you feeling?
Still pretty tired, but I've spent most of the last day doing nothing. I mean, I cleaned my room, but doing that type of stuff kind of felt great. Doing anything that wasn't sitting here felt kind of nice, other than, like I told you, 4 hours after I woke up the first day, I was like, man, I'm gonna go edit, record some videos maybe. The internet yelled at me for even thinking about it. Apparently, I'm a workaholic. I blame Wonder.
Yeah, I'm contagious.
Don't know how that's your fault, but
I'm a workaholic too, man.
ugh, so dumb. So I watched The Flash.
I heard it was awful.
Honestly, might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Dude, it was awful. The story is okay as long as you know nothing about comics at all. Because this is supposed to be a rip off of Flashpoint, but it does it wrong. Constantly. And it hurts.
In other words, it pisses you off.
Yeah, I didn't love it. And then it proved again Ben Affleck's Batman. I think Ben Affleck could have played a good Batman. He had the look. He could do the thing. But my God, does Zack Snyder not know how to write a fucking Batman? Batman has one rule. He doesn't kill people. So why the fuck is this dude just murdering everybody all the time? That is not Batman. He has one rule.
People don't know rules, man.
A rule that even Superman doesn't have. Batman has one rule. He doesn't kill people. Because that's where we get the Batman who laughs, is the one Batman who finally started fucking murdering people. He just becomes the Joker, but better at it.
I mean, yeah.
It's the whole point of the character. I don't understand, but every single thing, every character, every regular person looked like they were CGI.
Really?
Yeah, every scene was CGI, and I swear every person was CGI. The only, good thing in the movie was Michael Keaton, and they fucked him up, too, as Batman. So, that's not true. I liked their version of Supergirl, but they did not give us enough of an introduction to Supergirl. It was awful. That is 3 hours of my life I'm never getting back, and I'm very sad about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and check that off the list that I'm not gonna watch it.
That's fair, because that was atrocious.
Yeah. I don't like wasting 3 hours of my life on something I'm not going to enjoy. Which makes me wonder why I ever play at Valorant.
Sorry, what? My brain broke.
I said that I don't think I would. I'm not gonna waste my 3 hours
Oh,
of my
yeah.
life on something I don't enjoy, and then I said that, which makes me wonder why I play Valorant.
Fair.
I don't enjoy the game, but somehow, some reason, I spend time on it every once in a while and just get angry because I'm bad at everything.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. It was tough, man. Finished Percy Jackson though. Have you finished that yet?
I When did the last episode come out?
On Tuesday. So a
No.
week ago, basically,
Well, maybe.
from the time of recording.
Maybe. I possibly have. How many episodes are there?
8.
I can look real quick.
Yeah,
Pull up
yeah.
the,
You could just look.
I don't know why I'm guessing. I can just literally pull.
I need to read the books, but I'm loving the show. That's all I know.
I'm enjoying it. I have not seen the last one yet.
You need to. It's good
I've
stuff.
seen 7, not seen 8.
It's good stuff.
I knew it was whining. I knew it was
There's absolutely not a reason they can't make it cheaper. So the cheapest Super Bowl ticket this year costs $8,000. That's the cheapest ticket. But there's a reason the NFL can't make it cheaper. No, there's not. Don't lie to people. Don't stick up for billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Bowl is the only game where the league controls the sale of 100% of the tickets. Cool. So 35% go to participating teams. 34.8% go to the other 29 teams to get players and stuff there. 25% are retained by the NFL for staffs. 5% to the host team, and that's just the sale numbers, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, so both the Chiefs and the Niners receive 11,375 tickets that they get to distribute to corporate sponsors, team staff, and season ticket holders. The other 29 NFL teams each receive 780 tickets, which are given to sponsors and team staff. The NFL keeps 25% of the tickets to give out to its own sponsors, staff, and media. Then the Raiders get 3,250 tickets for hosting the game, almost none of which go to the regular fans.
Huh.
So fewer than 500 tickets will go on sale via Ticketmaster for the general public. So that's why it has to be $8,000. No, the NFL could either A, give up their 25% that they're giving to their corporate sponsors because they're probably the same people that are the sponsors of the individual teams, or B, just still sell Super Bowl tickets for a realistic amount of money. $8,000 is cheaper than or more expensive than just season tickets. That's a little ridiculous. I get It's the biggest game of the year, but you know why the Super Bowl hasn't been fun to watch in years? Because there are no real fans at the game.
Right.
None.
Yeah, and that's another thing, it just seems like everything's all about money nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, which coincidentally, that's why you get stuff that spurs the NFL's rigged and shit like that, because the incentive is there, the money,
Yeah, except it's not, because the money to rig it, sure, it sounds like it's there, but there's not enough money to pay off. The amount of players that exist that would all have to buy into the script and never tell people about it. And, well, there have been 4 players ever who say it's scripted. Yeah, all confirmed nut jobs. I don't believe them. What?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be the players, though.
Yes, it does. The players would know. No, look at all sports. Referees are just that bad at their damn job.
I know, but I mean,
look at all sports always.
Yeah.
But that's also the reason they won't fix it is the money.
Mm-hmm.
Because that does get that does add a random factor, whereas if we just let robots and like somebody who can actually see everything using cameras in the booth do it, the refs would never play an impact, which wouldn't be great, if that makes sense, because that would take out one of the random factors, things that make the game human.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, but I don't know. I could see where you could easily sway a game by paying off a referee, or telling them, hey, this is how you're gonna try and do everything you can to make this team, somehow pull it off,
Yeah. But I mean, most of the time, you can't blame the refs for how games go, as much as we want to talk shit about it.
Right. But it also, controversy also brings money too, because it gets, controversy gets views. So if there's a controversial call that blows up on Facebook and TikTok and everything else, like we've had this year so far, it brings a lot of attention onto the NFL, and therefore, good or bad, they're being acknowledged. And yeah, that brings in money because views.
Oh my God. No.
Yes.
No, I didn't realize CBS gets the Super Bowl. We have to listen to Tony fucking Romo talk about Patty Mahomes all day. No, he was good for half of a year at the very beginning of his run. Ooh, yeah, I don't know, Jim. Shut the fuck up, Tony. You're useless. Jesus Christ. Bro, there's going to be a Nickelodeon version of the Super Bowl that's going to have Nate Burleson as one of the analysts, along with Patrick Starr and SpongeBob SquarePants. I think I'll watch that. It'll be more insightful.
Yeah. I never understood his I get Patrick Mahomes is probably the best quarterback, or is the best quarterback in the NFL.
He's probably the best ever, but
Tony Romo needs to hop off the Patty wiener for 2 seconds.
Right? Yeah.
Patty Mahomes. We're talking about running backs right now. But Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Patty Mahomes would probably be the best running back in the NFL if he was a running back.
Oh man. I don't know. It's getting to be that time of year where I have to do so much extra work. It's draft time, so I got to start prospect reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna do write-ups this year like I did last year, though.
Really?
Because nobody subscribed to Fourth Wall to see them. So I just don't know if it's worth the extra time, because each one of those write-ups would take a couple hours. On top of already having to take a couple hours to watch the film on the player. It was 6 hours per player, and I watched 250 players. It got a little ridiculous, so I don't know if I'm doing that again.
If nobody acknowledged it, then I would not.
If some people start to acknowledge it and want me to, I'll do it in a heartbeat. But if people don't want to see it, they don't want to see it.
Down the road, when you're more, you get around that 10,000.
Yeah, so I'll make videos and I'll have my lists and stuff ready. But yeah,
that sounds like a better idea. I mean, I would do it, but I could just come over and be like, hey, what do you think?
Right.
I get my perks of being friends with you. I get insider information.
Valid. I'm hoping next year to apply for press passes to a bunch of stuff for the Super Bowl, the Pro Bowl, just try to go to all these different events and film and do different stuff.
Yeah.
I thought about doing it this year, but I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have been able to go to half of it. Been stuck here. Not saying that's a bad thing, but I've been stuck here.
Yeah. when you're glued to your PC for like what, 15 days straight.
Yeah, yeah.
That was did not expect it to go that long, honestly.
Yeah, me either. Me either. So I don't know if you've seen it. You might have heard us talking about it, but the WWE decided to do something stupid.
What else is new?
So, that was weird. It got very bright out there. Somebody just nuked my living room. I don't know what happened. We don't have lights that get that bright out there. I don't really know what that was.
Must brought in shop lights or something.
I guess. So at the Royal Rumble last week, Cody Rhodes eliminated CM Punk at the end to win the Rumble. At the end, he climbs the rope, he points at the sign, and then he points at Roman Reigns and says, it's you, Roman. I'm gonna finish this, right? And then afterwards in the press conference, he's like, it's always been Roman. It's gonna be Roman. I've got to finish the story. Then we find out that CM Punk tore his tricep at the Rumble. He won't be around for Mania. Which means the night one main event, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, not going to happen. So plans have to change. So Seth Rollins gives this whole spiel on Monday about how Cody Rhodes should fight him for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, the consolation prize.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, do you want the Hollywood title, the Hulk Hogan title? I love that they're using Hulk Hogan as a derogatory term in WWE now. The Hulk Hogan title, the backstage politics title, or do you want the Dusty Rhodes title, the working man's title, the one that gets defended night in and night out, the one that's held by the best in the world because Seth's got to talk himself up and whatever. Cody says, I'll think about it. And then on Friday, he tells Roman in the ring where Roman tells him, it's like, yeah, Cody, you can either go be the best number 2 in the world, or you can take your shot at number 1 again. That's up to you. And Cody's like, yeah, I'm going to finish my story, but not at WrestleMania, because one of the people I've been taking advice from is getting that chance first. And then The Rock comes out. You just had Cody win the Rumble to decline a chance at Roman again? To decline finishing the story, this thing you've built for a year, all because fucking Dwayne wants to be in the main event again? Dude hasn't wrestled in 12 years. He's 52. He cannot do this. It doesn't make sense. And all I can think about is when CM Punk left WWE the first time in 2011, and his pipe bomb where he's sitting there and he's talking to Cena, and he just had to drop the title to Rock because The Rock wanted to come back and main event Mania again, even though he hadn't been around forever. And CM Punk right before he left is like, I've been the best in this company. I've been the workhorse. I've been all of it. I've been the top merch seller. But the fact that Dwayne is in the main event of WrestleMania and I'm not makes me sick. I can't wait for Cody to do the same thing. The fact that Dwayne is in the main event of WrestleMania and I'm not makes me sick. Because it should. Why the fuck is Dwayne here, bro?
Because he's The Rock, man.
I don't care. The Rock's been overrated his whole career. Bro had to write his promos on his wrist because he couldn't remember what the fuck he was supposed to say. I thought he was supposed to be an actor. Come on, homie. People try.
Yeah,
this your goat. This your goat.
Retry.
This your goat. Not my goat. Not even in my top 10. After this,
he's your number 1. Don't lie.
Nah. You know who my number 1 is.
Yeah.
Finn Balor. The goat.
Pathetic.
What do you mean? I'll coup de grace you bitch. You'll die. You'll see it.
Yeah,
well, since I don't know how to hit it safely, you would die. Jumping off the top rope onto your chest, yeah, you'd die. I'm going right through that chest cavity.
I'm totally gonna roll the fuck out of the way.
You better. The coup de grace is the most dangerous looking move in WWE. I don't know how it doesn't murder somebody.
Or I'm gonna hire Sheamus to show up and front kick you.
Brogue kick. Let's go. I'll take a brogue kick.
Can you imagine, dude? Just frontal kick somebody who's doing the coup de grace? Holy shit.
It'd be incredible. Incredulous.
I snap his leg in half. Also breaking their neck.
For sure. For sure.
And then you're not athletes, though.
No. Trying to think. But yeah. So tonight, I guess, I thought we were... So tonight, Cody and Seth were having their conversation, and the crowd is kind of gonna... I think WWE is gonna have to change their mind again, because I think the crowd's gonna take over like it did during like the Yes movement for Daniel Bryan, where the crowd just... Dude, the crowd chanted for 5 minutes tonight, "Rocky sucks." This is supposed to be the big baby face, and everybody, they're hijacking the show with "Rocky sucks," and we want Cody. Like, I'm sorry, you pretend that The Rock and Roman is your money match until the crowd says, nah, it's not, though. Like, and I think there's a way this could have worked if you didn't have Cody win the Rumble and start pointing and yelling about Roman, and then the next night say it's about Roman, and then the next night say it's about Roman, just to be like, nah, I'm gonna give Dwayne the shot. Like, and why'd you have to make Cody out to be a little bitch like that? Like, nah, I'm giving my shot to Dwayne, when all of it comes from The Rock, who is a shareholder and a board member for TKO, pushing for himself to be in the match, pushing for himself to be the main event of Mania, and now trying to push for him to be the one to win. Dwayne, you haven't been in the company for 10 years, and now you want to end maybe the greatest title run of all time. Fuck right the fuck off. There are still only 3 people, maybe 4, in the world who deserve to end that title reign, and you will never be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You aren't even the most deserving member in your family, little bro. Sit down. God damn. You might not even be the second most deserving member in your family, but nobody's ready for that conversation yet.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking ridiculous, dude. WWE's dumb.
Yeah. They could have at least made it seem like he didn't have a choice, you know?
Right.
Like, you know, I would be taking my opportunity, but, you know, higher ups are not allowing me, or some shit like that.
Right.
They're refusing my you know, what I deserve.
Yeah, like, play it off like you're getting screwed over and build the story for another year and make it really cool.
Right, because, you know, yeah, the crowd would, you know, would love that, because it's like a, you know, it's like the Bills getting beat every fucking year and not getting their shot.
Poor guy.
Fucking bullshit.
What the fuck? Oh, a tripwire.
Tripwire. What kind of tripwire?
One that was in the way of these bicyclists, and they hit it and flipped the fuck over, and it's hilarious.
Ooh.
I don't know why there was a tripwire on this fucking bike path, but horrible.
That sounds like it might be a little painful.
Well, so dipshit, that's fake. So I get really sick of these dudes on Twitter whose entire account is just about joking with people and fucking with them and pretending like everything they see is real. So either they're playing dumb or they just are that fucking stupid.
Right.
And I like to believe it's the first one where people are just playing dumb for views and interactions, but let's be honest, each and every one of them is probably just that fucking stupid. But like, Amazon sells these houses for 19 grand because no one can afford a real one anymore, and these are just a glorified shipping container. Shipping container houses have always been a thing, and they're kind of sick.
Right.
You don't need much space to have one, and like...
plus you could put them underground, too.
Yeah.
You know,
but like,
get the right
this specific one that they're showing off looks fucking incredible, dude. And like, oh my god, this one like folds out, so it like goes from one shipping container size, the two walls fold up and then fold out, so it like becomes 3 shipping container size, like stacked together size. That's a decent sized house. I'd live there. That's a dub.
Right. I don't need much. I've also looked at those barn dominiums or whatever.
Yeah, but those are expensive as shit.
And then also like and then the barn dominium's kind of the same thing as the grain bins they make into houses.
No, so I was talking. So the barn dominium thing that I'm thinking of is the people building their houses like we built our shop. Where it's like built like that, like they send you the stuff, it's just a throw together structure, whatever. But you know, at the top you put your house that kind of overlooks the shop, and those are expensive as shit. Apparently you're talking about something else.
Well, no, I'm talking about the same thing you are too. But there's different types of barn dominiums. But
I guess that's fair.
It's not, the grain bin one is kind of technically not a barn dominium, but I mean, I don't know. I like to call it a barn dominium. But I always thought they were super cool because actually there's a lot of space in a grain bin, especially since you can almost make them like 3 stories. So you can have the cool spiraling stairs.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then you just insulate them, make them. They basically just make them into a house. And
22 grand, I'd buy it.
I mean, but also I also seen what a tornado just north of where we live did to a grain bin. You couldn't recognize it was a grain bin anymore. It looked like somebody put a pop can in a blender.
Right.
I also see that and then go, if it had a basement, maybe I would live in one.
Right.
Like a basement I can access from within the, building. Just open up the doors and go into the basement and, quick access, because I definitely don't want to be inside of the building when the tornado hits, because I'll look like ground beef.
Right. That's how I feel about these little like shipping container prefab homes. It's like they'd be sick, just not here.
Yeah.
Like, you pick up, you wouldn't need a big plot of land, obviously. These aren't big houses. But you find,
a half-acre plot or something.
A half-acre plot you spend, 20, 30 grand on, because that's what land costs now everywhere, or more. But you spend that for 50 grand after you get this. You just got a house on your lot wherever the fuck you want to be, and it's cheaper and probably just better built than if you just tried to build it yourself. Because I know me. I cut too many corners when I build shit, and it turns out 90% okay. But also, maybe the reason I cut those corners is that we live in a house that was built 400 years ago, so I know that's a little off, but at least like the major parts of this house are as old as dirt, which means nothing in this house is straight,
right,
and level, and plot. None of it's right, which just means I just kind of eyeball it and call it good enough, and it matches the rest of the house. Like the closet I built, it looks good. None of it's perfectly level or plumb or.
This is why he always has me come over to put things together
when they're supposed to be right.
Yeah, because he likes to just it goes this way when it really does not go that way. Because sometimes reading instructions can be hard. Because, man, we can figure it out without reading. Right?
I don't know.
Right.
Can we? I'm being attacked on the internet.
Oh yeah.
It happens all the time though. But 22 grand for the little prefab house, I'd buy it.
Yeah. I
So
might actually be able to afford that.
I would buy that for here if like I could secure it to the ground somehow.
Right.
I don't know if you can.
Around here.
Right. I mean, it is permanent, but it is able to be like closed back up so you could move it, which is nice because it is small enough you could like put it on a trailer and just drive it down the fucking highway, which is pretty dope.
I mean, just go buy a bunch of those little arcs blocks, make your own foundation, and set it on a foundation, have a basement.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's what I would do. Because you can lag bolt that sucker to the foundation, and there you go. It's anchored to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know. I would, I'd buy it.
You know, anchored to 200 tons worth of concrete.
Now I want to see. Now I'm intrigued. Can I find any plots of land anywhere I want to live for anything decent? Oh, I did find the apartment I want, but I can't afford it. So you know how you can buy
majority of everybody's life.
Yeah, you know how you can buy apartments though and not rent them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one in San Diego.
Uh-huh.
Literally across the street from the convention center. Like, I'm pretty sure I could throw a baseball and hit the people walking into the convention. Maybe not a football, but I don't know. With the height difference, you could probably get the football to go pretty far.
Well, it depends on which football. Is it one of them Nerf footballs or whatever?
So this is straight up a penthouse. So top of one of the skyscrapers in San Diego. I gotta find the exact one again. Was here? This building, I think. Yeah. $4.28 million. 4.3. Is this? That's not the one. That one's pretty too, but that's not the exact one I was looking at. Hold on. We're not there yet.
It's just a cheap one.
No, actually, the one I was looking at was cheaper than that, I think.
Yeah, jeez. You're stooping to that low, huh?
So, I did love this one. This one's $759,000.
Oh, man, that's just like pennies to us.
At this point, that's just what a house costs. I don't know.
True. I'm still making under $30,000 a year.
I know. That's why I don't think I'll ever be able to own a home. But no, it is just like directly across the street from the convention center, and I think that'd be fun as shit. Just to never have to worry about it. Mm-hmm. But you know what else happens at the San Diego Convention Center? Comic-Con, like the big one that everyone talks about.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I'd be there for the two conventions I care the most about. Let's go. I can be at them both all the time. Never miss. It'd be incredible. Too bad I'm poor.
Yeah.
Isn't that the story of everybody's life, though, at this point? My God.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you made more money in 7 days than I did an entire month, so...
Hey, man. It was a good 7 days.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get used to that, though. That is not how the rest of the year is going to go.
Yeah,
that's okay.
You never know. You never know.
That's true. We could always pop off. That's the secret, Captain. You can always pop off.
That's why we do it. It's like mining for gold. You never know. You know.
Right.
Today could be the day you hit the jackpot.
Tonight would be the night. How the fuck does that? I don't know.
I was thinking more along keep me searching for a heart of gold. Oh, Neil Young.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't going Neil Young with none of it. Let me tell you.
Most people would not. Because
let me tell you.
Don't know who Neil Young is. So
all right, the cheapest plot of land I can find in Seattle, like in Seattle, is $60,000. That's tough. I don't think that's gonna do it. Though the other place that I was talking about wanting to live, I don't want to tell the internet about. I want to save this one just for me. Thanks. Ooh, okay. So for like 40 grand, I could do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Own
not
land, own a house
awful.
in a place I kind of want to be. I would have to pay a little more than that. I'd say probably 60 grand.
Right.
Um,
That's still.
because I'd have to put in like water, sewer stuff.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, if I could find a house for 60 grand, I would be paying for a house right now. Like a
Oh,
decent
dude,
house.
the view on this plot of land is that's kind of
Nice.
incredible.
As long as it's got good internet.
I would hope I could get something pretty good there, but I guess I wouldn't be sure unless I, went there and tried.
True.
Um,
I would call the whatever internet company that's
oh yeah,
best
if I was
there
buying a place, I'd be calling to figure it
see if
out.
you get, maybe you're lucky enough to get fiber there. I don't know.
Yeah, right. It's possible.
That'd be awesome. I'm just waiting for them to bring fiber by my house so I can just have them detour a little bit and be like, hey.
I'm waiting for it to get this way too.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for some fiber.
I'm ready for zero ping.
Oh, well, that still won't happen. It won't be zero ping.
Next to zero.
No, because ping is based on location. We'll never have zero ping because we're not in a server. To get zero ping, you have to be like in Florida, California, Illinois, Texas.
That's true. Okay, I look forward to being able to download a 300 gigabyte game in like 12 seconds.
I still don't know if that's possible here, but I hope so. I don't know how good their fiber is. I haven't seen anybody have it.
Well, the people that we have, their fiber apparently is like a gigabyte a second or something like that.
Oh, that's a dub.
That's what they advertise. Which if I got half of that,
right,
I'd be fucking floored. But I've been pretty lucky because the package I pay for, I get technically more out of than.
I certainly don't.
Because I pay for 100 down and
yeah, I don't get any of that, even though that's what we pay for. Where's my good stuff?
I think it's 100 down and 10 up.
That's not bad.
What I pay for, and when I checked the other day, I was getting 115 down and 14 up. So, 'twas nice. I mean, internet works great as long as it stays up and going, because it likes to have the all of a sudden die moments.
Right.
But aside from that, it's been okay, I guess, ever since I got the upgrade.
Right. Oh, man. Tough.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, it is tough.
Oh, the cheapest one of these little prefabs you could get is 15.5 grand. That's not bad. Gonna add that to the cart. I'm gonna go put it in the save for later. I should go put it on my fucking wish list. Oh yeah, so I've got to pick a laptop shortly. I don't know if I want to go. So they're all the same price, pretty much. So I've got 3 laptops in mind, at least for right now. Go with a MacBook Air, like I used to have. Or just another MacBook, basically. Whatever. The LG Gram 17, which is bigger than my old laptop, and has a touchscreen, which dubs. It's the one thing I hate about MacBooks, is there are just times where I just want to use my fucking hand. It's just more intuitive to use your hand, and they just won't give you a touchscreen. Why? Because fuck them, that's why. And then the other one is Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. I'm also just considering, like I said, going the iPad with a keyboard type strategy.
Right.
which is pretty cool because the iPad technically has the same power as the MacBook, but it would give me the touch screen ability.
Right.
But you can't really hook up a wireless mouse to it. You can't really do a lot of stuff, and then because Apple's Apple, you can't have a ton of storage on it. And yeah, by the time you add the keyboard and stuff, it's pretty tough. Now I just want to know pricing wise how close it's gonna. I have an Apple Pencil, so I'm just gonna skip out on that. Well, maybe I'd buy a new one. I don't know. Oh yeah, so yeah, the keyboard I'd want. Yeah, no, it'll end up costing more than the laptop, so I think I'm out on that. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't think the iPad's the way to go.
I forgot how long it takes a factory reset a laptop.
Well, if it's an old and kind of crappy laptop, it does take a bit.
I mean, it's only like a little over a year old.
Right. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think.
I don't know if I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if I buy it.
It could be an older laptop, but they bought it.
Yeah. I see.
A year ago.
Wait, but I thought you said it was Shauna's old one.
It was, but she didn't have it for very long.
Oh, I see.
She got it because it's a small one.
I see.
And then she got another one right away that was bigger and more powerful. And, could do more of what she wanted to do. So,
yes, I am entirely just laptop shopping while we're talking.
that sounds like you.
Non-touchscreen. Honestly, if I'm not gonna pick a MacBook, it has to have a touchscreen.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna buy a non-MacBook that I can't have a touchscreen on because it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like that is.
My laptop I have, my personal, it has touchscreen, but it hasn't worked forever.
That's tough.
I've thought about resetting, that one too.
That one is old enough though that I don't know if it would matter.
It's like 5 or 6 years old, but it's got a gazillion like important pictures and that I have downloaded to the files and stuff that I would.
You can save those, but
I mean, I have them on flash drive somewhere, but the problem is I don't know what we did with the flash drives. So I know we have them around somewhere.
You can always transfer them to your actual computer, and then there you go.
Right. True.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. What are you doing the rest of the night?
I don't know why.
You want me to come over for an hour and fix your computer?
What are you doing tomorrow?
I don't know.
Because I am not going to work tomorrow.
Oh. I still wouldn't come over until like the afternoon, but yeah.
Well, yeah, because I have funeral to go to.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a department member pass away, so I have to go do the. We're gonna do the water arc, so you'll probably see us coming past your place tomorrow.
Oh, that is possibly true, for sure.
Around 10ish. Because we'll be coming out to the cemetery. So if you see a whole bunch of fire trucks and stuff past the old bridge, doing weird stuff, that's what it is.
Gotcha.
So, and then I got 2 more funerals to attend on Saturday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Tough start to the year, let me tell you.
Oh shit.
It's weird. I feel like touchscreens should be a much more
prevalent thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
they were a couple years ago.
Right, but I feel weird because I've had my laptop for, let's see, I got it in, I think, 2019. So it's 5 years old. And I feel weird that it was a touchscreen
Right.
at that age. I sometimes forget that feature because I haven't had that feature in such a long time. Which it's probably got some stupid driver or something that I gotta update or something.
Right. Who the fuck knows, dude?
At this point, I haven't been keeping up with the updates and stuff, so it would take literally 7 years to download and update and everything.
Probably.
So, I'm not working. I'll probably get a new laptop before I end up ever going through and updating shit.
For sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want a renewed laptop. Renewed is gross.
Yeah.
I like Razer laptops. They're so expensive. Like, they are Apple levels of expensive.
Yeah.
But, like, MacBook Pro level. Not just, like, MacBook Air. Which is kind of what I'm looking at. Because at least with Apple, there's not that big of a difference. Not really.
Yeah. Well, this laptop I'm resetting is a Lenovo.
Yeah. The fuck is a Space Edition laptop? Oh, that's sick.
Let me guess, it's like purple.
No, but
stars on it. And...
God. No, not purple, but that looks dope. Dude, that's a $2,000 laptop.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think my laptop was like $980.
Dude. It's a little ridiculous out here.
Yep.
That one looks cool, so I'm going to add it to the list of picking. It's not like I'm going to end up picking for another 2 months anyways, because I got to sell a bunch of stuff, but...
Right.
Yeah, that one's a little ridiculous. I think this laptop is really cool, but I'm never going to buy it because it's ridiculously dumb. So, it's got a 15.6-inch screen on it. But when you open it up, the bottom half of the keyboard, or like bottom half of the laptop where the keyboard's supposed to be, is like 40% screen. There's another display. So your keyboard is on like the left side, and then your trackpad is on like the right side of the area, so you can fit in the second screen. It looks so cool, but it's so fucking stupid. It's one of those things. It's just like, I want it because it's so stupid. But I also know that when it's a stupid product like that, it's the same reason I waited so long to get a Fold. When it's something as goofy as that, you have to make sure it's going to exist past the first generation of it.
Right.
Because otherwise it'll be useless in a year when they stop making functioning drivers. Because, right. Well, 2 people in the world bought this. So, like, sorry about it, but we gotta throw it in the garbage. We're done. This was a waste.
I'm sure a lot of people bought it just because it's cool looking.
When it's a $2,500 laptop, I don't think that many people bought it just because it's cool.
I mean, there's people out there that have too much money than they know what to do with. So
yeah, but that doesn't mean they're buying shit like that. Because even when you have money, even if I had $2,500, that's still probably the lowest one on my list of ones I want to buy, other than it's kind of cool. But it's also like,
I'm just saying, a lot of people buy shit because, oh, it looks cool.
I get it, but like, fuck, it's so stupid.
Have you seen all the stupid cars that drive around that, well, it looked cool, but it's terrible?
Oh, bro, I wish I had the money. There's a Chevy Volt. So the Volt with a V, this is important. It was, what do you call it? It was it's a plug-in hybrid. Yeah. Seeing on the internet people complain about it. Yeah, I bought this car. Fuel economy was not that great. I never plugged it in one time, though. It's like, why the fuck did you buy a hybrid if you're not going to use the features? That is the whole point of buying a hybrid.
Right.
The whole point of buying a hybrid is that 90% of the time you just run on the batteries and don't have to pay for gas. but it has the gas motor, so if you wanted to go on a long road trip, you just can. That's the whole point. It's the best of both worlds.
Being able to go 800 to 1,000 miles on one tank of gas is kind of...
Me and you have talked about this. It is the only Chevy car that I've ever been like, that's fucking incredible. I want one. There's one now.
They decided, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, they just threw them away because they apparently didn't know how to sell them. Because everyone who's ever owned one is like, yeah, this is a dope car. But, like, they just couldn't convince people to buy them. It's like, and this car still existed when Teslas were a huge thing. Market it off that. It's a Tesla, but better in every way. Kinda.
Right.
Except for maybe on the tech side, which doesn't shock me, because GM's really dumb when it comes to the tech in their cars. It's just bad. And that's whatever. Most car manufacturers aren't good with it. Tesla was kind of a tech company first. Car company second. But yeah, this Volt looks incredible. But 15 grand is a little ridiculous. So you want to loan me 15 grand or nah?
Sorry, I only got 11 grand at the moment.
Damn, unfortunate.
I got my insurance money today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep. Hail damage. I mean, it's so tempting to just not fix the hail damage and just keep the $4,100 they paid me.
That's fair. Other than I'd fix your windshield. And honestly, don't fix the hail damage. Just use that money to go get your fucking truck fixed, because if I see you driving one of your mom's vehicles again, I'm going to kick you so fucking hard, you lazy little bitch.
But they're so cool. Man, they drive so nice.
Then wonder, go sell your truck and buy a new car.
But I like my truck too.
Well, you got to make a fucking decision.
I don't know. My plan is I'm just gonna have them fix the hood of my truck and then replace the windshield, because the insurance money does not cover my windshield, because they say it was a cause from something else, which is technically not completely untrue, but it's also not true.
Completely untrue, but it's not true.
Well, see, the problem is that there may have been a little chip in the windshield. Yeah. Then hail comes along, smacks the shit out of your windshield, and causes it to crack all the way across my windshield. That's hail damage. It is damaged more than what it was before, after the hailstorm. Therefore, it's hail damage. Therefore, it should be covered under my insurance. But no, insurance companies are just a bunch of that scam everybody.
Valid.
Sorry. Got a little aggressive.
No, insurance companies are stupid. I have literally been talking about that for years.
Yeah.
Dude, is this... Ooh, I might have found another laptop I gotta consider. God damn it. I might have found a Razer blade that actually might function.
Yeah, but I'm kind of hoping to maybe keep a couple $1,000s of that money and put it towards...
Go to TwitchCon!
No, put it towarst a new side-by-side, because we really, really, really need a new side-by-side.
Do you even side-by-side, bro?
Yes. Elk hunting, very important to have a side-by-side.
I think he's lying.
Especially since our four-wheeler is, KIA at the moment. So, makes it difficult going up rough roads and terrain, and although I have almost thought about buying. Have you noticed in the town to the west of us, that little dealership that sells those little Jeeps?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For the same amount of money, I could buy one of those and just use that as my mountain vehicle. I could literally haul it on a trailer.
Right.
Also. So, yeah. Because it weighs about as much as a side-by-side does. And they're street legal and have a cab, and I don't know. Side by sides are funner though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Why? Because they're slower and uselesser and
I mean,
goober.
they're not slower.
I don't know anything about the new ones, to be honest. Or not the new ones, but the.
Well, I mean, what we're looking at, we're hoping to get the new Honda Pioneer, which is not the sporting version of Honda's side by sides.
Gotcha.
But it still goes, 75 miles an hour. Which is, I don't know if you've ever ridden in a side by side, but when you get up over 60 miles an hour, they can get kind of squirrely and
Sure.
And they're kind of scary. When you go that fast, they're not quite as bad on dirt road, but or on pavement. But if you're on a dirt road and stuff, sometimes you'll hit soft spots or something like that, and it gets to going a little wild on you. It'd be kind of scary.
Sure.
So, I mean, 75 mile an hour is plenty fast for me.
That's fair.
Especially since all I want it for is just so I can get up rough ass trails.
Yeah.
And the Pioneer has you can get it with a full cab. You get them with a winch. They have upgrade depending on the package you get the upgraded, which I recommend, the suspension pack where everything's independent suspension, and basically you can go over washboard roads and really bumpy roads and not spill your beer while you're driving. I mean, not spill your drink while you're driving.
Why is bro drinking beer?
I don't drink beer.
Then he had another beer. What? Another beer. What?
But most people who drive side by sides, enjoy drinking beer.
Losers.
I know, right? Beer's gross.
Alcohol's gross.
Beer's disgusting.
I still love. Okay. Was your girlfriend making fun of me for being the fuckhead drinking water?
No, because she drinks more water than anybody else on the planet.
While we were at the bar, because I got my water, walked over, and she looked at it and then whispered something to you. I don't know why. I just assumed it was her whispering something about me and my water being the one freak that refuses to drink at the bar.
It wasn't anything to do with you, because I'm pretty sure she was talking about...
I don't know. And I don't really need to know. She whispered it for a reason, so...
The guy that made you very angry, let's just say, she was whispering about him.
I was talking about that on stream. I was like, bro, I almost got into a fucking fight. Wonder knows. He was there. Because Wonder looked at me like, you good? And then he just saw me, and I could see it in your face, like, oh, he's not good. That is not okay.
Because then I was like, what the fuck happened? Because I didn't see what happened.
Right? It's like, dude, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. And also, if you did get in a fight with that guy, you could probably dispute it in court and you would win, because he has already been in trouble for... He's already been sued recently for fighting somebody at a rest stop.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think on stream I referred to him as old and touchy. That's...
Yeah, kind of like our president. I mean,
whoa.
What?
Which one? I mean, what?
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, sorry.
It
seems to be a common recurring theme.
Yeah.
Which is not the most ideal thing.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. So, you want to know what I fucking hate? Amazon.
Taxes? Oh.
Dude, Amazon's website has become such a cesspool. There's no way to find what you're actually looking for, ever. Even if you know it's on the site.
I know. I know what you're talking about. You type in exactly what you're looking for, and it brings up a bunch of bullshit that has nothing to do with what you just typed in.
Right? It's like, bro, what is happening?
Like, I need a fender for my truck or something like that.
Here's air fresheners.
Pool.
It's like, what the fuck?
Here's a laptop. For a swimming pool.
It's like, who are you? None of this makes any sense. Help.
No, I want a fender for a pickup truck. Axe body spray.
Axe body spray. It's just so Jover at this point. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't get it.
All the money they make, you can't find one guy that can bring up an algorithm for your fucking website. It used to
work. The issue is, once they opened it up to be like eBay, kind of, where it's a reseller platform and not just Amazon and then the businesses themselves, which is why I just ordered the wrong fucking phone, because they're allowed to just say whatever the fuck they want and false advertise it because, well, if you read the fine print, it wasn't false advertising. It's like, that's not how it works. I just don't have the money to sue you to be able to get the court to tell you how it actually works. But, yeah. Very, very ridiculous.
Yeah. For it to not be false advertisement, it has to be well established.
Yeah. And when the first word is unlocked, that by definition means I can use it with any carrier. Unlocked only on... So there's two subsets of carriers, right? There is... I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to double check it. I don't want to mess up the exact words. So I'm just going to go look at the order of my phone because it'll tell me. So there's CDMA and there's GSM. I can't remember which one's which, but like one of them is like Verizon and that group, and then the other one is AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, because it's different bands for the different carriers, whatever. Unlocked means it works on both. So it cannot be an unlocked CDMA phone. That would just be a locked CDMA phone. That is how that works. So by saying Google Pixel 2 XL unlocked, that means it should be usable on everything. So they got me to buy the wrong fucking phone because stupid.
Watch them. Now watch them when you try to sell it back to them or send it back to them. They're going to try and fucking stalemate you or, oh, well, we can't give you this or whatever.
Oh, you're going to give me... The nice thing is it's technically just an order from Google, and I'm not even going to open the box. I'm going to buy get the ship it bag label, put it over the original one, and just send it back. I'm not touching it.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah, they can't say that, oh, well, he opened it, so therefore...
Nope, I ain't touching it, because I know it's wrong, and I ordered the one that's right.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, I'm good. Because, yeah, it would have sucked to open it, take it to the Verizon store, because I'm going to have to, because I don't have a SIM card anymore, because both my phones are on eSIM now. So I have to go get them to activate it and whatever, which is going to cost me like $30, but whatever. It's for a video. I'm willing to do it. But that's going to be fun. So you're going to see me using an ancient-ass phone for a little while. It's going to be a good time.
It's going to work just fine.
I'm still going to carry my iPhone with me while I do it. So I won't be carrying the Fold at all. I'll be using the Pixel primarily. I'm going to carry this phone. Bro's laptop finally reset, and now it needs him to set it up. That's pretty funny.
Are you done?
Cortana was not finished with you yet. Fucking incredible, bro. But yeah, can't wait to start that. So yeah, I'm gonna be using an old ass Google Pixel for a while. But this was a phone I wanted really bad when it came out. But I also was doing the thing and still do it. I don't want to buy a Pixel as my main phone. Not because they're not good phones. Honestly, at this point, the Google Pixel is probably the best Android phone you can buy. I would recommend them. For you, when it's time to get your next phone, Nice. Nice. When it's time to get your next phone, consider a Google Pixel. My issue has been Google's really weird. We're 8 generations into the Pixel, so I don't think it goes away now. But, like, that's a concern with Google products. Google Stadia came out and was around for 3 months before they just shut it down and were like, this doesn't function anymore. Fuck you. Like, Google's products are weird. And that's why I didn't buy a Pixel 2 at the time of the Pixel 2. Is I was like, will this even still exist in a year? Will I have to buy a new phone? Now, that was before I, like, started the buying a new phone every year thing. Now it wouldn't bug me, because it'll obviously work for the year I'd have the phone. So, like, whatever. But.
Right.
Yeah. It was tough. So, I'm excited. But this is an old-ass phone. They came out in 2018. Which doesn't sound like that long ago until you realize it's 6 years.
Yeah, that's...
But... yeah, should be fun. I'm excited.
All right, well, it connected to the internet. That's good.
Hey, that means you fixed the issue.
Hopefully, it's checking for updates. So if it's unable to check for updates, then it means it's not getting internet still. But hopefully, it looks as though it is working properly. So
let's go. Cena sucks.
I like Cena though.
I do too. No, I just love that chant. I still do it because it's what he used to come out to. Because you'd get half the crowd. Let's go, Cena. I do both sides of it because it's just fun. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks.
The love-hate relationship.
Yeah. No, I love that Cena's finally getting viewed the way he should. As, like, now, if you want to talk about a guy that deserves to be considered your GOAT, it's Cena. Not The Rock. It's Cena. Cena's always busted his ass. And when Cena does his little comebacks, he doesn't immediately steal somebody else's spot in the biggest moment just because, well, I'm John Cena. Cena just comes back and works whoever he's got to work. He'll come back and he'll put over Austin Theory. He'll come back and he'll put over Solo Sikoa. He'll come back and instead of just, I'm coming back, but I have to beat the best guy in the company if I'm coming back. Cena's just like, nah, I'm just going to come work, and I'm going to have a blast doing it. And it's tough.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to get their Microsoft accounts and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be wonderful. I'm gonna have to call them. Hopefully I can just use their email and it'll pop up with all the information and shit.
Well, you'll have to get email and password so you can log into. You gotta log into stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
But I don't know. This was a wildly dysfunctional episode. Well,
it follows suit.
That's so okay. So during the subathon, I got that shout out from Nandre, the first one that happened that extended the subathon. Will Neff, another big streamer on Twitch, was in Nandre's chat when that happened, and he popped into my chat, gifted some subs. Like, that guy knows I exist. He just joined a stream team with a bunch of other creators that I like, that are like super cool and well known. It's wild that somebody in that group kind of knows of my existence.
Right? Yeah.
That's wild. Cool. It's wild to me.
It's a beginning, I believe.
People knowing my existence is weird. I don't know how to feel about it.
It's a new hope.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Sorry, wrong thing. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Falcons are getting new uniforms.
I hope so.
I don't know. I kind of like their current ones, but... See, I think that's true. I think most teams need to go new uniforms and use the Chargers as the template. modernize your old school uniforms, like keep the most iconic features, but like just look at the Vikings throwback that they wore. Just make that the main uniform. It looks better. Like, because it's not just a pure throwback. It's a throwback, but with some modern twists, and it looks better. The only thing I don't know if I love is the gray face mask. I think keep it black. But that's just me, probably. I'm not a big gray face mask guy, just like I'm not a big white helmet guy.
Right.
But why are we having a meltdown in the McDonald's drive-thru because of cookies? Fucking weirdos.
Cookies aren't that good. They're not bad, but they're not that good.
They're not good at all. Dude, when we ordered the entire menu, they were just like, we're not giving you cookies. You cool with that? I was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Who cares? It's a fucking cookie. Ridiculous. I'm trying to see if there's anything else important. Oh god, every time I see this video, the guy on the bus with like the little mallet, and he starts hitting the seat on the bus, and it just, all that dust that's caked into the seat comes out. It's like, yeah, that's how a bus seat would work. Because even if you cleaned them daily, it would still get gross. Maybe not as gross as that one definitely is, but like,
right.
What do you expect? It's a bus. Ridiculous. I want to go to interesting. I don't trust you, Cody. Also, I agree with that guy. So Cody Rhodes put out a tweet literally 30 minutes ago. He's like, I appreciate the passion. God bless y'all. But trust me. The first reply is, we trust you. We don't trust them. Them being creative. Like, bro, it's gonna be The Rock now because you're a dumbass. It's tough.
Yeah. It is indeed.
Sounds like you got some stuff to do.
Yeah, I gotta make a phone call and probably be on the phone for another hour.
Have fun with that. Sounds like tomorrow I'll come fix your computer.
Okay. Yeah, it needs a cleaning.
Yeah, mine does too, unfortunately.
But I figured since you're in there, you just, well...
Yeah, do it myself. Yeah.
Give her the old compressed air.
Yeah. Hopefully I have enough. Are you doing anything in the morning?
Early morning?
Yeah, are you like going hunting or something anywhere? Are you going anywhere?
Just preparing for funeral.
And that's just here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's at 10, but we're all meeting at 8.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I might have to run to town before... I don't know. When I wake up, we'll talk. Maybe we'll go get lunch, because I might have to run to town and buy some compressed air.
Okay.
Because I don't want to use an air compressor because those water. So.
Right.
I got to go buy kit, because I don't know if I have enough air, because I got to clean out my other computer, too. Get it posted for the sale. So. All right, dog. I think that'll do it for us. So, thank y'all for watching. Happy 4 years of being scuffed. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.